Eh bien, bonjour. Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour. This is Alexa just getting ready. You know, I did some stretches before starting a lesson. No, I don't. But oh my God, this shirt is looking crazy. Liam, you didn't tell me that shirt would look crazy on camera. Yeah? Okay, that looks a bit... Okay, let's... yeah, that's funny. Bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour Alex. Bonjour Mr. Dablu. Alex Myers from Genève. Bonjour à Noura. La leçon pour quel niveau, s'il te plaît? Pour quel niveau? Okay, this lesson is of, I would say A2 and B1 level, but you can make it your own level depending on the answer you are about to answer. Now, this is an exercise called the GCSE exercise. So what we are going to do today, and it doesn't matter at all if you're not taking the exam because it's going to work for you equally as well. What we are going to do together, we are going to go through what a typical exam during an oral exam, a speaking exam, okay, what happens during a GCSE exam. So the GCSE exam is an exam for 16-year-olds when they enter year 11. If my memory serves me right, I have kids, but they are much older than that now. So when they enter year 11, they take an exam in the UK, which is called the GCSE. Now, we are going to demonstrate part of this exam, French, of course, exam, and what happens during this exam. Now, of course, if you are not familiar with it, it doesn't matter. You can still answer the questions, okay? And you can see how well you would do, okay? So what happens during the speaking exam? So we are going to do the bit where you are showed a picture. A picture which is related to one of the themes you have to learn. So it could be school, it could be everything about yourself, it could be the environment, it could be the future, what will you do later on at university, it could be based on how healthy are you and so on. So lifestyle. Or describe your family, or describe your house. So the themes are very set in the GCSE, okay? So you tend to learn the vocabulary by heart. You tend to learn the questions based on certain themes by heart. Hence why I have created lots and lots of videos already available on YouTube about the GCSE speaking exam. And we have created a full course at Learn French with Alexa that helps you prepare for the GCSE French exam. Anyway, if you have any questions in the meantime, please do not hesitate, okay? And hello to all the members. As you know, the members in green are the people that have joined my channel and are paying a small fee to access exclusive live sessions, which will take place afterwards. Not this one. This one is open to all. What am I talking about? And after this one at 1:30, I'm doing one exclusively for the members and the paying customers at Learn French with Alexa. Anyway, so let me show you very quickly what we are doing. And if you have any questions at all, you know, about this particular exam or any questions, just fire away. So I'm going to put myself small. Bonjour Alison, bonjour City, bonjour Wissit, Palavula, Ola Wale, bonjour. It is absolutely lovely to see you here on the chat. City, bonjour Alexa, je viens de commencer votre cours de français complet aujourd'hui. Wow! Ok, très bien, City. Alors, j'ai l'impression que vous parlez très, très bien le français. Donc, si, City, vous avez des questions, n'hésitez pas à envoyer un mail à support at Learn French with Alexa. D'accord? Oracle, bonsoir, salut. Mais au fait, j'ai commencé à regarder vos vidéos pendant le confinement et on a déjà parlé sur Instagram Live. Ah, ok. En plus, 3 ans plus tard, j'habite maintenant en France. Wow, quelle histoire. Success story. Excellent. Ok. So, voilà ce qu'on va faire. ok? Vous êtes en fait pendant l'examen. So imagine you are during the GCSE exam, French exam, okay? And you're going to be shown this picture here. So what can you see? So you'll have a little moment to prepare for it, you know, but after that, the examiner will ask you a few questions which you need to answer accurately as you can, okay? So can you see the picture? Can they see the picture, Liam? Because I can't...
Small. Now they got me.
Oh, I didn't press small. Sorry, I've just realized that you couldn't see the picture. I've just realized that my shirt just unbuttoned. I'm going to button my shirt. There you go. That's better. Liam, you didn't tell me.
I can see it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's pass on very quickly. Right, okay. So this is the picture, and we're going to describe it. So usually when you start an exam, you can't see the question, and the questions are going to be overall like that, and the examiner is going to say qu'est-ce que tu vois sur la photo? So, ou qu'est-ce qu'il y a sur la photo? What can you see in the picture? Okay, and then the examiner will ask you a series of other questions leading on to talking about this very topic, but not necessarily about the picture itself. For example, in this case, we can see it's a student, but we could see that maybe the question could be, well, what about you? What is your plan for the future? In that case, you will be prompted to answer the question and, of course, in the future. So the examiner is going to try to trick you a bit and make you answer in the past tense, make you answer in the future tense, and you need to be very aware of those questions. Today, you're going to see those questions, okay? So it's slightly easier for you. I will show you typical answers, but your answers is good enough, you know, I'm happy with whatever. Ok? Alors, bonjour Pias, bonjour Shanzeb, Mikias et Sarion. Bonjour Urja. Urja is a long-term customers of ours, and I absolutely love having Urja in my lives. Now, Urja, you know there is a private live coming up as well at 1:30. It's all about the subjunctive. Anyway, let's have a look at the picture, okay? J'ai regardé un estidien, sorry, I'm French beginner. That's okay, Oracle. If you are a complete beginner, of course, what you need to do is take note of new words, okay? New words that you learn, just write them down. The questions, if you are beginners, may be too hard for you, but you know, there is no harm into just writing down new words. For example, and I'm going to ask you and show you the questions now. This theme is based on theme 3. Now, remember that in the UK, they have different themes. Okay, this theme is based on current and future studies and employment, okay? So we've got different themes. The first one is all about yourself, I think. The second one, I guess, cannot recall, but something about celebrations and lifestyle, etc., etc. Now, this particular topic is about studying, okay? So, here is the first question. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a sur la photo? What is it, or what is there on the picture? So here, when the examiner is going to ask you this question, qu'est-ce qu'il y a sur la photo? You will have to describe the picture. And this is what I'm going to ask you to do now. And we are going to see answers here. And we are going to try to correct them, or maybe they will be perfect. So, you have some time now. Can you answer? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a sur la photo? Okay? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a sur la photo? Now, Joseph says that mon français est pas mal. Okay? Mon français est pas mal. My French is not bad. Mon français est pas mal. Okay. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a sur la photo? Maru, il est du sud du Soudan. Très bien. Bonjour Maru et bonjour au Soudan. How can I improve my listening skills? Okay, Mr. W. We have on our website, of course, tons and tons of listening exercise, and this is how you can improve it. But ideally, if you don't want to pay for the course, you can do it just by watching. I've discovered TV5 Monde, TV5 Monde, which has tons and tons of free exercises as well, where you can listen and read the script at the same time, and that will help you. Listen to the French radio. Watch French YouTubers, for example, you know. Alors, students sur la photo. Now, rest in peace. How do you say students? Okay. Now we have Mikias. Il y a des étudiants. Très bien. Il y a des étudiants. Alex, on peut dire qu'il y a un examen. Absolument. Natalia, je pense qu'elle est nouvelle étudiante dans la classe. Probablement. So I like that. But can you describe what you see? Donc, on peut voir, one can see, on peut voir sur la photo. So let me write it here so you can see. On peut voir sur la photo. Okay? And if you wanted to say students, you would say some students. Now remember that in French, we always have articles in front of the noun. So you would say des étudiants. On peut voir sur la photo des étudiants. Très bien. Il y a sur la photo des étudiants. OK? Now, Doje, il prendrait l'examen. Il y a. Alors, you cannot say il y a and then use the verb prendre. You know, in this case, I'm not quite sure what tense you're using. Potentially conditional. Il y a. Donc, ils prennent un examen parce qu'ils regardent bien. What do you mean? Are they observing their papers? Parce qu'ils sont concentrés. You could say because they are concentrated, okay, at looking. Il y a des étudiants qui sont en train de répondre à leurs examens. City, well done. Il y a des étudiants qui sont en train de répondre à leur examen. And I love that City is using en train de, which means in a process of, okay? So City is very good. Alison, sur la photo, on peut voir 5 étudiants. Ce sont des filles. 2 filles sont habillées avec des chemises roses, okay? 2 filles qui sont habillées. Now watch out here, Alison. When you are using s'habiller, okay? S'habiller, it is reflexive. So that means they are in the process of getting dressed. But here, you would say they are dressed with, okay? Elles sont habillées avec des chemises roses. In a minute, I will give you the full description. Sur la photo, on vu. Now, Alison, just go back to on vu. On vu, it's not a tense, okay? I know you want to use the past tense, maybe. Ils ont vu, par exemple. Vu is known as a past participle of the verb voir, to see. So, you would say, sur la photo, on peut voir. We can see. OK? 5 étudiants. Absolument. So, let's call them étudiants. OK? Étudiants. Des étudiants. OK? Il y a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 étudiants sur la photo. And you could say as well that the scene takes place in a classroom. So, la scène se passe dans une classe. OK? Une classe. OK? La scène se passe dans une classe. OK? À des bayaux, je peux voir des étudiants en salle de classe. C'est exactement, that works as well. OK? Rust, on peut voir sur la photo des étudiants. C'est parfait. OK? Alex, il y a une étudiante qui a déjà fini son examen. That's very good. So, why are you saying this student has already finished? Because she's standing up. OK. Do you know how to say to stand up in French? Well, we say debout. So, for example, someone standing up is someone who is debout. Donc, il est, elle est debout. She or he is standing up, okay? And someone who is sitting, oh, sorry about my drawing, il est, elle est assise. Okay, you add an E if the person we're talking about is a lady. Okay, so debout, assise. So now we know that we could say il y a une étudiante debout. Okay, et il y a 1, 2, 3, 4 étudiants assis. Okay. Il y a une fille debout, Maru, that's very good. Elle est debout, ok. Sur la photo Joseph, je vois des étudiants et le professeur. Ah, okay, that's interesting, the interpretation of things here. So, possibly, I don't know, ça, c'est le prof. Voici le prof, si tu veux. If you want, I'm happy. Il y a des étudiants et leur prof, par exemple. City, il y a une fille qui est debout, elle porte un livre dans ses bras. I love that. Thank you very much. Okay. So, cette fille. Okay. Now, remember, you are a complete beginner. Girl is fille. La fille. Boy is le garçon. I'm not sure you can see that. It's yellow, the right color. I'm not quite certain. Maybe not. Le garçon. Par exemple, if you're a complete beginner, if you wanted to say, well, in these pictures, there are 3 girls and 2 boys, you would say, sur la photo, il y a 3 filles et 2 garçons. Par exemple, you could say that, okay? Now, porter is to carry, okay? Porter. So let's have a look at the young lady who is standing up, okay? So, il y a, there is, or there are, please learn that by heart. Il y a une étudiante, okay? Une étudiante qui porte, that carries, okay? Now, porte is a funny word, actually, because it means to carry, but as a noun, it means door. Qui porte un cahier, par exemple. She's ou un livre, a book, okay? So, she's carrying a notebook or an exercise book or un livre, okay? Alors, now, porter is to carry, but it means also to wear. I know. So let me write this sentence here. La jeune fille, the young lady, okay, porte un livre, okay, et porte une chemise. What color is the shirt? Blanche. Okay. Now again, this is of A1 level, but it's very hard because you've got 2 porte here. One means to carry and one means to wear. Okay? So la jeune fille porte un livre et porte une chemise blanche. She wears or is wearing a white shirt. Can you see that? Donc, il y a une étudiante qui porte un livre, Rest in Peace. That's really good. OK. Alors, Maru, sur la photo, il y a 2 garçons qui portent une chemise noire. Now, it's a very good sentence, Mary. However, look at your spelling. Sur la photo, il y a... Now, can you spot where the mistake is here? And remember, mistakes is a good thing. Okay, we all make mistakes and you learn better from mistakes. Il y a 2 garçons. So the spelling is with the S, okay? And then who, so qui, talking about this garçon, porte, I-N-T, une chemise noire. So you were very close, Mary. You were very, very close, and well done to you. So some of you may think, well, why did you put ENT at the porte one? Why do you think that is? Okay, now think about this, okay? why do we have ENT at the end? Now, I'm going to ask you that. Actually, I'm not going to answer that. Why do you think ENT is here at the end of porte here? Yes, city, because it's a plural subject, okay? Well done. It's because it's a plural, okay? So some of you may think, well, why isn't it an S if it's a plural? Wusu says, je sais. They can be replaced by il. The resident cycle, absolutely. So you learned well done here. So if we replaced this subject, for example, deux garçons, okay, by a subject pronoun, would it be je, I? Would it be tu, you? Would it be oui? No, it will be they. And they in French is il or elle. In that case, it's il because we're talking about two boys. Okay, elle would be for two girls. Though il, ILS, could be for combined boys and girls. Okay, so because it's il, I'm going to do that in... because it's il, okay? When you conjugate a verb such as porter, for example, yeah, in an infinitive ER, which means a regular verb, the ending is always ENT. So you take the stem porte and you add ENT, okay? So il porte, okay? So why not chemise? What do you mean, Wenfu? Why not des chemises? Ah! Alors, qui porte une chemise noire? Alors, it could be... qui porte chacun une chemise. That's a very good question, actually. It should be qui porte des chemises noires. So each, in combined, they wear shirts. Okay, so you would say des chemises noires or une chemise noire qui porte chacun. Each one of them wear a black shirt. Now, well done. It's a very good question. Well done, you guys. Anyway, so let's have a look at my answer. My answer about how to describe such a picture. Sur la photo, je peux voir 5 personnes. Je pense que la scène se passe dans une école, car les personnes ont l'air d'être des étudiants. Okay, if you're a complete beginner, you will understand some words. Okay, the words that I'm underlining, you would understand it. À gauche, to the left, je remarque que les élèves travaillent. Pupils are working, ENT, because we're talking about they. Ils font peut-être leur devoir ou passent un examen. We don't know. À droite, to the right, une fille est debout. Do you remember what debout is? Standing up. Et tient un cahier. So instead of porter, here we've written tient, as in to hold. This person is holding a exercise book. Elle a sûrement fini son travail scolaire. She has, for sure, probably finished her schoolwork. Okay? So there, by the way, there is a guide with this lesson, and you see all the translation and everything if you're a member at Learn French with Alexa or one of our people subscribing to the channel, the website Learn French with Alexa. Okay. Pouvez-vous expliquer quel est entre pronoms en et i, s'il vous plaît? Now, Mr. W, this is not what the lesson is about today, but I have numerous amount of lessons about how to differentiate the two pronouns en and i, okay? And I do it in great details in my course as well. So if you are part of the website, please have a look at that as well, because I do cover it in lives, in the course, I do cover it everywhere. So here we go. Now, this is where you can tell me about wherever you are in the world, the culture. Is there a uniform, or when you were at school, or if you are at school, is there a uniform that is imposed, that you have no choice but to wear an uniform at school? And is the concept of a uniform a good idea? Why and why not? So this could be a question that your examiner asks you. est-ce que l'uniforme est une bonne idée? Pourquoi ou pourquoi pas? Now, most of the people here in the UK taking the GCSE would wear a uniform, okay? And this is a typical question that the examiner may ask following this, okay? Here, they're not wearing a uniform. So, they are not wearing a uniform is ils ne portent pas d'uniforme, okay? But can you please answer this question? Est-ce que l'uniforme est une bonne idée? D'après vous, selon moi, d'après moi, est-ce que l'uniforme est une bonne idée? Now, kids fun because it's very boring. Say it in French. Okay? Bonjour Wesley au Brésil. Bonjour Soumia. Bonjour. Now, if you had the exam and you were asked, est-ce que toi tu penses que l'uniforme est une bonne idée? How would you answer this question? Okay. So, Dorje, oui, parce qu'il regarde attractivité si nous portons l'uniforme à l'école est une bonne idée. Okay, what do you mean, Dorje, by attractivité, which is not a French word, but I understand the concept of what you're saying. Try to say it in a with better words. Okay, so, est-ce que l'uniforme est une bonne idée? Pourquoi et pourquoi pas? Can you come up with an argument of why it is a good idea, just one sentence, or why it is not a good idea? It is up to you, okay? Now let's have a look at the picture again. Il ne porte pas d'uniforme, ok? Mais est-ce que l'uniforme est une bonne idée? Alors, rest in peace, to say compulsory would be obligatoire, as in obligatory. L'uniforme dans mon école est obligatoire. You could add, je déteste porter un uniforme, par exemple, ok? Donc, Shitra, c'est une bonne idée parce que nous avons regardé les différences, ok? You could say that, Shitra, parce que il n'y a pas de différence d'habits, ok? Chris, selon moi, les étudiants de l'école primaire et de l'école secondaire devraient porter un uniforme, mais au collège, ils ne devraient pas porter d'uniforme. Très bien, Chris. Alors, Chris, pourquoi? Pourquoi ils devraient porter un uniforme dans l'école primaire et dans l'école secondaire? Pourquoi? Shrika, oui, selon moi, les uniformes contribuent à garantir que les étudiants doivent se démarquer en fonction de leur caractère et de leur réalisation. Wow, that's a very good answer. Okay. So, Shrileka, c'est une très bonne réponse. According to you, it's very important that the uniform actually, if everybody had a uniform, then you could see the real person, okay? Because they have to démarquer, okay? They've got to show their personality and show what they are able to do without this, you know, without the uniform, you would actually see a style. So you would see a way of thinking, probably, and maybe that will bring bullying around. I don't know, okay? City, oui, ça donne l'impression d'être éduqué. Ah, that's another point. Quand nous portons un uniforme scolaire, nous ressemblons donc à un étudiant, ok? Très bien. Alex, l'uniforme fait vous responsable et propre aussi, ok? Donc, l'uniforme vous rend responsable et propre aussi, d'accord? Donc, présentable. Presentable, ok? Quand nous portons un uniforme scolaire, nous ressemblons donc à un étudiant, ok? Il est une bonne idée parce que les élèves auront besoin de moins de vêtements pour l'école. That's a very good point, Resident Psycho. Ok, can you understand this point? C'est une bonne idée parce que les élèves ont besoin de moins de vêtements pour l'école, ok? Wearing a uniform means that there is less clothes to wear. I know that me, when my kids were small, it was so practical, uniforms, because you didn't have any arguments in the morning about what they were going to wear, for example. Okay? It was, you're wearing that because the school says so. And yes, kids fun, c'est un peu ennuyeux. Ok? C'est un peu ennuyeux. Joseph, oui, bien sûr, parce que les vêtements est une bonne idée sur le spécialiste de terre et des étudiants pour spécifique le monde. Ok, I'm not quite sure, Joseph. Try to reorder your thoughts here. I'm not quite sure on this one. Alors, Daisy, Bloom, Somia, c'est une bonne idée pour éliminer l'intimidation. Absolument. Porter un uniforme veut dire qu'il y a moins de harcèlement. There is less bullying. Moins de harcèlement. C'est une bonne idée. Gemma, en Australie, dans les écoles privées, les uniformes coûtent très très cher. Donc, à mon avis, ce n'est pas une bonne idée. Gemma, it's a very good point. Donc, c'est très bien. Gemma here has a really good point. In Australia, uniforms cost a lot of money. So that means for people who cannot afford it, it's going to be a problem. Donc, that's you've made such a good point, okay? So my point, if you are taking your GCSE here in the UK, and I'm talking to the pupils in England especially, try to make a pros and a cons, okay? Try to come up with, yes, it's good because, but also it's bad because. Here we've got lots of points to inspire you, okay? So let me just show you my typical answer. Selon moi, porter un uniforme n'est pas une bonne idée. Okay, so according to me, it's not a good idea. Ce n'est pas une bonne idée, car because. So you've got to develop your point. Cela ne permet pas d'exprimer sa personnalité. You can't express your personality. And that goes actually against someone who said actually you can express your personality because you're wearing a uniform and you have no choice but to show who you are. You know, you can do it the way you want. Je trouve dommage que les élèves s'habillent pareil. It's a shame that pupils wear the same clothes. Parce qu'ils ne peuvent pas montrer ce qu'ils aiment. Because they can't show what they like. Okay, we can argue that. Okay. Avec l'uniforme, tout le monde se ressemble. With the uniform, everybody looks like everybody. But that could be a good thing. Alors que chaque être humain est unique. While you know that every single one of human beings is unique. However, and it's very good when you give your GCSE answer to counteract what you're saying. Il est certain que le porter, as in to wear it, peut aider à lutter contre les inégalités et le harcèlement à l'école. So it's a fact that wearing a uniform can help to fight against inequalities and bullying at school. Okay? Yeah. So oui, dans l'Europe aussi très cher uniforme. Chitra aussi, absolument. So not everybody can, wear a uniform. Now I'm going to show you the next, because we have an exclusive lives coming up. This was just to give you an idea of what an exam question, during the GCSE oral exam, speaking exam can look like. I am going to show you a question that the examiner can see. You are going to see 2 questions, but the rest of the questions from the examiner might be just prompted just on the go like that, and you might not be prepared for that. One of them could be, est-ce que les règlements scolaires sont importants? Do you think that school rules are important? Again, why? Why not? Okay, and you will have to find points. Yes, they are good because... On the other hand, they're not good because. Okay, try to develop your answer. Try to put an idiom in your answer as well. Now, another question could be based on this picture. Quelle est la matière préférée? Quelle est ta matière? What is your favorite subject and why is that? Again, ma matière préférée, c'est le français parce que j'adore parler une autre langue, j'adore apprendre les langues, mais aussi parce que ma prof de français est fantastique. Voilà, par exemple, ok? Mais je déteste les mathématiques parce que mon prof est nul, because my teacher is not very good, okay? And then the last question here, what tense, and this is a question I'm asking you, what tense is the last question? And what tense, which means that you will have to answer by this tense. What tense is the last question? Qu'est-ce que tu as fait hier au collège? Okay. What tense would be you would have to answer in order to get the best points possible for this answer? What is the tense you will have to answer to this one, number 5? Qu'est-ce que tu as fait hier au collège? Passé composé. Passé composé, Gemma. Passé composé. Très bien. So, if the question is in the passé composé, you, during an exam, will have to answer in the passé composé. So you will have to be really, really aware when you're going to listen to the question that it is in the passé composé. Dari, good morning. I would like to learn French. Dari, follow me on YouTube. Learn French with Alexa. Passé composé, Mr. Dunn. C'est la what que je préfère. Alter ego. C'est la... okay. I don't speak... This is alter ego. What is what? C'est la what que je préfère. It's probably a slang word, isn't it, Liam?
Never heard of it.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not in, I'm old. I don't speak like French, young French people. But if you tell me what is, c'est la what que je préfère. OK. Qu'est-ce que tu as fait hier? What is it that you have done? Okay, that's a passé composé because here there is an auxiliary and here there is a past participle. Okay, so you must answer the question the same way. For example, hier au collège, j'ai joué au basket après l'école. Yesterday at school, I played basketball after school. For example, okay? And again, your answer should be developed way more, okay? You can tell me I've done that, and also after school I did that. So try to elaborate and extend your answers. Alexa can do everything is possible. Yes, well, not everything. I can't everything. Important parce que un meilleur apprentissage. Oh yes, as in answering, are you answering quelle est ta matière préférée, maybe? Okay, so my point here is that when you're going to be in the exam, you're going to be asked, okay, a question on this particular picture, but then the discussion will extend beyond that. And you know it's going to be about the theme, which I remind you is my studies. And the theme is current and future studies in employment. So it could be about that. So what is it you want to do later on in life? Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire dans le futur, à l'avenir, dans la vie? Okay? So be prepared to answer once you know the theme, once you know the topic, be prepared to answer questions from that very theme. Okay? And you will be prepared to move away from the picture as well. What in that example you would see ensuite or puis when you were doing one thing then did another. Latoya, absolument. Ouais, tu peux dire ça. Ensuite, je suis allée pratiquer le piano dans la salle de musique, puis, etc., etc. Now, alter ego, what is Len? Soit, la what? Oh, I thought that was a slang word. Yes, it is. Soie au coton préparé pour garnir des doublures. C'est le titre d'une chanson de français des années 1980. C'est la what que je préfère. C'est la what. C'est la what. C'est ça? Am I right here? John Clark, quelle est la différence entre tard et en retard? But that's depends on the way you put it in. You wouldn't say je suis tard. You would say je suis en retard. So being en retard means being late, okay? But doing something late is used just tard. Now, I could explain that to you a bit more in details, actually, but do ask us the question, John. But they are two different things. You can't use them the same way. Aussi, on peut utiliser l'imparfait. Par exemple, pendant j'ai mangé mon déjeuner, j'avais. Alors, Gemma, pendant que je mangeais mon déjeuner, and then that's the inverse. Use the imperfect first, and then the passé composé. Okay? So, for example, you would want to say, well, passé composé, okay? It's an action that took place and is done over with. But an imparfait is something, an action that took place in the past, but carried on somehow. So if you wanted to say pendant que, you need to say while I was doing that, which is an imparfait. Pendant que je mangeais, for example, while I was eating. Okay, and then an action happened that actually disturbed that ongoing action, which will be quelqu'un a frappé à la porte. Yeah, so that's another one. Pendant que je mangeais, quelqu'un a frappé à la porte. So here we go. We've got a meeting, like that, okay? And then suddenly, someone knocks on the door, okay? So, imparfait first, passé composé afterwards. Le téléphone a sonné, alter ego, par exemple, okay? Okay, je fais les cas. I know we want to answer all the questions. They are available, all of these, and I'm going to put myself in main now. All of these are available on where?
The support guide.
The support guide. God, I'm tired.
We've just got one more lesson to go, and it's the subjunctive.
And we've got you mean the next lesson?
Yeah.
Okay, in 15 minutes, oh my gosh, this is going to be quite something. In 15 minutes, I'm going to teach the subjunctive to my exclusive paying customers. And if you want to have access to it, all you need to do is have a look at the join button underneath my YouTube channel, where you will see all the perks. And I don't think it's expensive to join the exclusive. £3. Okay, less than $3. But if you are a member of the website Learn French with Alexa, you have access to everything, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos accessible to you with structured courses, from A1 level to C1, C2 level. So here we go. Would you send me the link for the second class this morning to members? Sorry, I couldn't find it on the members website. Oh.
Should be there.
Okay, Liam is going to check on that straight away.
Which member's website do you mean?
No, he's a proper website member.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'm updating that link on the website now. So.
Okay, so for everybody, you can have the link of the next lesson in 15 minutes onto the website, and I'm assuming it is available also for the members, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, more information about the GCSE course that we are producing soon, and also you've got a support guide where I give you tips of how to tackle this kind of exams for the GCSE. Dans mon A2 Delph, les examineurs m'ont demandé quoi ce que je programme j'ai suivi à l'université. Quel programme vous aviez suivi à l'université et pourquoi? Et Resident Psycho, did you answer this question properly? Tu as répondu à cette question? Is there a link on the web already? Alex Mears is asking.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's also you can scroll across if they can't see the full
Right.
links basically, but the link is there, but you have to scroll across.
The link is there. You just have to scroll.
But now it's at the top of the page.
It's at the top of the page, but if not, you scroll. Dari, how do I start from the beginning? Please, Dari, if you are not a member of anything on my website, start with my YouTube lessons, the very popular ones, which is called French Essential. Go to my channel, look for the French Essentials playlist and start there. Okay? Bonjour à Sierra Leone and au revoir, à bientôt. Bisous, bisous.